Elimelech's story provides valuable insights into faith, family responsibility, and reliance on Jehovah during challenging times. Background and family. Elimelech was an Israelite man from Bethlehem in Judah, living during the turbulent period of the Judges, a time characterized by social upheaval and intermittent faithfulness among the Israelites. His name means, "My God is King," indicating that he came from a family that acknowledged Jehovah. Elimelech was married to Naomi, and they had two sons, Mahlon and Chilion. The famine and the move to Moab. A severe famine struck Bethlehem, which is ironically known as House of Bread. Facing this dire situation, Elimelech made a pivotal decision. He moved his family to the land of Moab. Moab was located east of the Dead Sea and was inhabited by the Moabites, who were descendants of Lot but were not worshippers of Jehovah. Jehovah's Witnesses examined this decision critically. Elimelech chose to leave the Promised Land, a place under Jehovah's protection and blessing, to reside temporarily in a nation that did not worship the true God. This move is seen as a lack of faith in Jehovah's ability to provide for his people during tough times. Instead of relying on Jehovah and staying among his people, Elimelech sought solutions based on his own understanding. Life in Moab and subsequent tragedies. While in Moab, Elimelech's family faced unforeseen challenges. Elimelech died, leaving Naomi a widow in a foreign land. His sons married Moabite women, Orpah and Ruth, which was against the Mosaic law that discouraged Israelites from marrying outside of their faith due to the risk of turning away from Jehovah. After about 10 years, both Mahlon and Chilion also died, leaving Naomi without her husband and sons. Jehovah's Witnesses highlight the possible consequences of Elimelech's initial decision to move to Moab. Spiritual environment. By moving to Moab, Elimelech exposed his family to pagan worship and practices, which could weaken their faith. Family headship. As the family head, Elimelech's choices had a profound impact on his family's spiritual and physical well-being. Trust in Jehovah. The move suggests a reliance on human solutions rather than trusting in Jehovah's provision during difficult times. Naomi's return and Ruth's loyalty. Hearing that the famine in Judah had ended, Naomi decided to return to Bethlehem. Ruth, her daughter-in-law, showed remarkable loyalty by choosing to accompany Naomi, saying, "Your people will be my people, and your God my God." Ruth chapter 1 verse 16. This statement signifies Ruth's commitment not only to Naomi but also to Jehovah. Jehovah's Witnesses view Ruth's actions as a contrast to Elimelech's earlier decision. Ruth, a Moabitess, embraced the worship of Jehovah and became an example of faith and loyalty. Her story demonstrates that regardless of one's background, choosing to serve Jehovah brings blessings. Lessons from Elimelech's story. Jehovah's Witnesses derive several important lessons from Elimelech's narrative. Faith in Jehovah during trials. The famine represented a test of faith. Elimelech's decision to leave the Promised Land reflects a lack of trust in Jehovah's ability to care for his people. Believers today are encouraged to rely on Jehovah, especially during hardships, trusting that he will provide and support them. Making decisions based on spiritual priorities. Elimelech prioritized physical needs over spiritual well-being. Jehovah's Witnesses emphasize the importance of making decisions that strengthen one's relationship with Jehovah, even if they involve personal sacrifices. The influence of environment. Living in Moab exposed Elimelech's family to negative influences. This highlights the need to be mindful of the environments we choose, as they can affect our faith and that of our family members. The role of family headship. As the head of his household, Elimelech's choices had lasting effects on his family. Jehovah's Witnesses stress the responsibility of family heads to lead with faith and wisdom, guiding their families in Jehovah's ways. Hope and redemption. Despite the initial missteps, the story unfolds to show that turning to Jehovah leads to blessings. Ruth's inclusion in the lineage of King David and, ultimately, Jesus Christ, illustrates Jehovah's mercy and the opportunities for those who choose to serve him. Modern-day applications. Jehovah's Witnesses apply these lessons to contemporary life. Economic pressures. Just as Elimelech faced famine, individuals today face economic challenges. Believers are encouraged to seek solutions that do not compromise their spiritual integrity, such as prioritizing secular work over spiritual activities or moving to areas with limited spiritual support for material gain. Educational and career choices. Decisions about education and career should be weighed against their potential impact on one's relationship with Jehovah. Maintaining regular participation in spiritual activities and association with fellow believers is considered crucial. Associations and relationships. Forming close ties with those who do not share the same faith can lead to spiritual risks. Jehovah's Witnesses are counseled to choose associations that strengthen their faith and adherence to Jehovah's standards. Conclusion. Elimelech's story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of faith and reliance on Jehovah. His life illustrates how decisions made without considering spiritual consequences can lead to hardship. Conversely, Ruth's faithfulness shows that turning to Jehovah and adhering to his guidance brings blessings and favor. Jehovah's Witnesses find in Elimelech's account a wealth of lessons applicable to their lives today. By examining his decisions and their outcomes, believers are reminded to please like and subscribe.